Oh, hey there! You just caught me making my favorite dish in the world, goulash. This dish derives from the country of Germany. Right now I'm just browning up the ground beef and making the noodles for the dish. Oh, you don't want to make sure that doesn't get a little hot there. I'm making the ground beef. I'm using a 10-to-1, so you have 10% fat for 90% of the meat. And I cut up a whole onion and fried it with it, so you get a lot of flavor out of the meat. Germany is a country located in Europe. The people who settled there, they've been there for a while, for a long time actually, since Roman times it was once said. Today we're going to explore their customs, their lifestyles, and histories. Some interesting facts about these people is during the 1900s, a lot of them immigrated to the U.S. and moved to Wisconsin, and there's a big majority, I bet most of you people in the room are German. That's a little fun fact about the German people for you. As you can see, this ground beef is just about done right now. Oh man, look at that, look at that. So you want to look for the brownness and the... Oh, that's not good. These noodles are just about done too. See, look at this. Look how good those look. Yeah, those are just about done.
Das ist steamy, ja.
Now I'm about to drain these. Oh, that's a lot of noodles. Now the ground beef is done. I'm about to take that off the burner. Let's talk a little bit about the German people. Their climate and country. Germany, it's a lot like Wisconsin. Actually, it's almost exactly like Wisconsin. Their country's about the same size as our state. They have a very temperate climate compared to Wisconsin. They have the same winter and summer we do, and their climate has affected their people to where they like to eat a lot of comfort foods, and they like to stay inside where it's warm. They grow a lot of root vegetables and corn, wheat, and they look after cows, pork, and poultry. Some of the local food around Germany, well, their staple foods are going to be pork, beef, poultry. They don't eat a lot of fish. They like to eat trout though. Some of their staple spices are going to be parsley, thyme, laurel, chives, black pepper, and horseradish. And these are going to be used in a lot of their dishes. Some of the common cooking techniques are going to be a lot of oven bacon and stews. And they also do a lot of salting and making sausage. They're really famous for their bratwurst. They also make a lot of cheese and beer. The spices, I just listed off some of the spices. A big one's going to be horseradish. And what the influence that Germany has had on our country is, I think a big one is going to be a lot of the German fests and Oktoberfest type festivals. And yeah, they drink a lot of beer. I don't drink beer. That stuff's bad for you. A lot of their some of the food we see in Wisconsin are going to be bratwurst, sauerkraut. Oh, sauerkraut's a big thing you got to eat with bratwurst, and you can't have it on a hot dog, but you have to have it on a Kaiser roll. It's like a, it's not like a hot dog bun. It's like a really big roll. Sorry about that. Some of the popular foods, or some of the popular meals in this region, well, you're going to have bratwurst, schnitzel. I'm not entirely sure what schnitzel is. I think it's a noodle dish made from egg noodles. And another dish I'm making is called goulash. It's a beef and noodle dish that you bake and let it get all soaked up and good together. Some of the customs and lifestyles of the German people, they like to go in and embrace in a handshake. I think that's pretty much a universal thing. It kind of looks like this. And then on Sundays and holidays, they have a thing called quiet time, which goes from 1 to 3 p.m., where they have to be really quiet. And then generally 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., where you're not supposed to make noise. Another interesting fact, if you're having people coming over in your German house, you should notify the people at least 4 houses down that you're going to be playing music, because music is also a big thing in Germany. And when you're greeting someone in Germany, you want simple Guten Tag or Good Day will suffice. Some history about Germany. Adolf Hitler declared himself the Führer in 19 something. And another fun fact about Germany is they have the highest, they have the most cars produced per capita anywhere else in the world. Alright, so on the dish, I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. Now, how we're going to make this dish, we're going to put it together in a dish like this. First, we're gonna lay the noodles. Make sure you're careful, because these are gonna be hot.
Oh.
You can use your hands. I'm not gonna use my hands.
After washing them.
Yes. Oh, in the beginning of the video, I did wash my hands. I just didn't show it.
And you keep touching it.
I'll make sure it's all even. And then we're gonna put the ground beef in there with the onions. I'm just gonna put that right on top. No, I like to call this is a family recipe we like to do. We like to put a little twist on it. Instead of just making it just meat and noodles, we like to include a lot of vegetable components in there, including the onions, tomatoes, and then just a little thing for color. I like to add a little green pepper to it, chopped up in semi-big pieces. And then you can just kind of lay that on top. Eventually I'm going to mix this all together so it's all combined. And one last thing I like to add is tomatoes. Tomatoes add flavor to the dish. And flavor and color. Now right now I'm trying to work these tomatoes into the dish so it's all coherent. Some fun facts about me. I like walking on beaches and spending time with my family. And I like spending time with my sister, Morgan Cooper. She's a pretty cool girl. And I also have a dog named Conan. He's named after a Viking, or a barbarian, sorry, which is really German too. Alright, once you have this all mixed together, you can add some spices if you wish. I'm just going to add some basil and parsley. Personally, I like the taste of basil in any dish because it's really delicious. So I'm going to add some basil right here. I'm going to find the parsley at the moment. And then you just sprinkle that on top. And then one last thing I'm gonna add that adds a component to it that makes the noodles I'm just gonna add some tomato juice. I'm not gonna completely fill up the dish, but I'm gonna try. What does is it makes it taste really delicious. And make sure the dish doesn't dry out in the oven. Let me give this one last stir before I